Hello everyone, we are from the Kana Makhan Millennium School, Mathura, and we are the guest of our podcast.
And we are the host.
And I am Mayank.
I'm Anvi.
I'm Sonia. I'm Radhika.
I'm Divyansh.
And we are doing our podcast on the topic of Mahabharat as the guidebook of 21st century, and our theme is the teachings of Mahabharat. So let us begin with our podcast.
Hello, namaskar, adab, kem cho, sat shri akal. It's me Divyansh.
And I'm Radhika.
Welcoming to our podcast, Wit and Wisdom. In a world shaped by constant changes, moral ambiguity, the Mahabharata remains as relevant as ever.
Mahabharata indeed is a profound exploration of human nature, ethics, duties, challenges in decision making and whatnot.
Joining us to bring some fresh perspectives by Master Mayank, Miss Anvi and Miss Sonia. So, throughout this episode, we are going to explore the teachings of Mahabharata. With that keeping in mind, let's dive into our first question. So, Mayank, tell, what makes a Mahabharata more than an epic? क्या ये आज भी इस आधुनिक दुनिया की मुश्किलों से निपट सकता है?
So before starting, first of all, thank you for inviting us to your podcast, and also thank you for giving us such an opportunity to answer the questions. So yeah, I think that Mahabharat is more than an epic, क्योंकि ये आज भी हमें हमारे जीवन के संघर्षों से निपटने के कई तरीके देती है, और महाभारत के पात्र और उनके संघर्ष हमें बताते हैं कि कैसे हमें अपने जीवन में एक सही फैसला लेना चाहिए. आज भी मेरे जीवन में कई बार ऐसे पल आते हैं जहां मुझे फैसला लेने में मुश्किल होती है, लेकिन महाभारत के इन उपदेशों ने मुझे इतना सक्षम बनाया कि आज मैं अपने फैसले खुद ले सकता हूँ.
ओके, अब जब बात कर्तव्य की हो तो हम पितामह भीष्म की प्रतिज्ञा को कैसे भूल सकते हैं? तो मिस अनवी, आई वुड रियली लाइक टू गेट योर ओपिनियंस ऑन द ओथ ऑफ भीष्म, because we youngsters often make promises but in no time break it.
Yeah, that's completely true. The famous Bhishma oath. It's like the first I promise moment, right?
Yes.
Except he actually kept it this time. We youngsters often in our day-to-day life say, I promise this, that, but in no time we have moved on and broken it. Maybe intentionally or unintentionally. Bhishma, however, took that oath that defined his entire life. No shortcuts and no turning back. I just imagine sometimes what will happen if we treated our promises with even half that seriousness today, right?
Yeah, that's a huge commitment. But don't you think कि उनकी प्रतिज्ञा ने उनके जीवन को सीमित कर दिया?
Yeah, he did. Bhishma did give up on everything. Kids, family, even the chance to be king, right?
True.
Yeah.
It was all for his dad, and that's some serious loyalty. And yeah, people these days don't even do that. I guess best intentions can sometimes lead to, disasters.
Yeah. Right.
Now that we explored woe of Bhishma and the depth of his commitment of duties, let's change things up a bit. Speaking of internal struggles, I just remember about one of the biggest doubtful moments in history, Arjun's dilemma.
Like Arjun's dilemma is one of the most relatable moments in Mahabharata. Agree?
Yeah, true.
He's
That's
torn
He's
between
torn duty, yes. Like he's torn between his duty as a warrior and his love for his family. So, Miss Anvi, how do you think like this internal conflict resonate with people today?
According in my opinion, it's pretty fascinating. You see, Arjun's crisis was more than just about war. He was torn between his duties. We also sometimes in our life faces some conflict with our emotions and our responsibilities.
Yeah.
It's nearly a war between heart and mind. That is exactly what I'm trying to say.
I totally understand.
Oh, by the way, I just remember about Jivatakrida, the dice game of Shakuni.
Oh, game se yaad aaya. Don't you think like in this world today it often feels like the game is still being played behind the scenes?
Yeah.
How do you think?
Maybe, yeah.
How do you think this kind of, how we can spot these games are when they're played?
देखिए, जैसे महाभारत में शकुनी ने एक ऐसा षड्यंत्र रचा जहां पांडवों का हारना निश्चित था, और even in our today's life we face many situations in which we don't know that what's happening. अगर आपको कुछ गलत लग रहा है तो आप अपने आप से कुछ सवाल पूछिए, जैसे क्या छिपाया जा रहा है और कौन इससे फायदा उठा रहा है,
Yeah, good question.
और अगर हालात बदले तो नुकसान कैसे होगा.
Yeah.
क्योंकि आज भी पॉलिटिकल मैनिपुलेशंस, करप्शन गेम, ये सब आज के जमाने में बहुत कॉमन
हो गया है.
Yes.
Thank you for
Yeah.
helping me, Mayank, to find out.
Now that we are speaking of battles with high stakes and tough choices, let's explore one of the most powerful moments in Mahabharata, the tragic death of Abhimanyu.
Yeah.
Like Miss Sonia, how do you think we can resonate the Abhimanyu story in today's world where young people are often constantly faced by challenges and expectations that may be beyond their ages.
Yeah.
I actually find Abhimanyu's story very relatable because he was so young and he was thrown into a crazy war. It's like, you know, when we face difficulties in life, right?
Yeah.
So I think his story tells us that it's very important to be brave and we have to stand up for what we believe in, right? And
Yeah.
Yeah, for ourselves.
Abhimanyu story really hits home.
Yeah.
Like we are talking about sacrifice. आपको इससे कर्ण की याद नहीं आती? Like Karn was so loyal to Duryodhan, right?
That's
चाहे
true.
कुछ भी circumstances हो, he was always there with him, even when it hurt him personally, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you think? What made him like? What made his loyalness? So, like, was it his beauty, pride, or anything else?
आपकी बात से मुझे एक महाभारत का श्लोक याद आता है। मित्रम भिन्नम समम नित्यम सुख दुख समनियत सखा सदा प्रियम यत्र सच्चिदानंद मायम। मतलब कर्ण की दोस्ती हमें दिखाती है कि मित्रता बिना किसी शर्त की होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर मित्रता में शर्तें हैं तो वो मित्रता नहीं। और कर्ण ने हमें यह भी दिखाया कि मित्रता में अपने मित्र के साथ सदैव हमें खड़ा रहना चाहिए, no matter what the
friend.
circumstances are. Like if your friend is in problem, stand with him. If your friend is facing good times, stand with him. You should never leave your friends alone.
पर ऐसा दोस्त मिलना भी तो बहुत मुश्किल है।
Yeah.
कर्ण ने
आज
जो
की
किया, वो
generation
कहाँ
में
पे
तो
तक
बहुत ही
नहीं
ज्यादा।
है।
Because in today's generation, everyone is focused
Yeah.
on terms and conditions.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
वैसे आज
आज मतलब की दोस्ती रह गई
वैसे
है।
इस 21वीं सदी में लोग अपने अभिमान के आगे अंधे हो चुके हैं, which can cause ultimately downfall in their life, like Duryodhan in Mahabharata.
Yeah. Unchecked ambitions of
Yes.
Duryodhan.
Like he was the ultimate me first guy. He was so selfish.
Yes.
Yeah, obsessed
And doesn't
person.
it feel like we see that more often today?
Yeah.
Because people are really like obsessed with themselves
Yeah.
and they're like willing to do anything to get ahead.
Like
And
any
we,
cost,
yeah,
right?
like we see many Duryodhanas today and it's just not a good thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
true.
Yeah, the Mahabharata is full of complex female characters, right?
Yeah.
That's whether it's the females roles pivotal role like Draupadi's strength, Kunti's buddhimta,
Satyavati.
and or even lesser characters like Satyavati.
Satyavati, yeah.
How do you describe the portrayal of women in Mahabharata? And how does these questions tie our conversation with gender equality today?
You know, I find Mahabharata's women very strong and vulnerable.
Yes.
Like Draupadi, she was really
Yeah.
powerful.
Like
and
whenever I heard the word Draupadi, it's like power.
Shakti.
Like, yeah,
it reminds me of like
Shakti,
Yeah.
Nari Shakti.
Yeah. Like she faced so many awful things, yet she's so powerful. and
She stood
vulnerable.
strong with herself.
That's such powerful insight for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, we can even learn from their experiences.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
that's exactly true.
Also, I think that drawing from the Mahabharata, the biggest takeaway is that gender equality isn't just about opportunities.
Yeah.
It's about like recognizing the efforts of women as equal of men in every sphere of life.
Yeah.
You know?
You both made such a powerful point and such an important points. Like what really stands out to me is like the power from these women actually.
Yeah. Now talking of ambition and all, I'll ask you one thing. Looking back at Mahabharata, many figures like Drona and Kripacharya were just not teachers, but mentors who guide Pandavas and Kauravas into the leaders.
Yes.
So, what do you think? In today's generation, the students does not give same respect for their teachers.
आपकी इस भारत से मुझे महाभारत एक बहुत ही प्रसिद्ध श्लोक याद आता है। गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरु साक्षात गुरु साक्षात परम ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः।
It is one of the famous slokas from Mahabharata.
Yeah.
You know,
so-
it means that teachers are gods and creators. And today, even though some people don't respect teachers and they don't worship teachers, I feel like the shlok always reminds us that it's
That
really
we should
important.
respect our
Our teachers.
Because
Yeah.
they shape our lives and yeah, they play
They're
a huge
guru.
role in our lives, right?
Yeah. Like taking an example from Eklavya from the Mahabharata, he was such a brilliant student. He physically sacrificed his thumb to Dronacharya, even
Yeah.
though Dronacharya never formally accepted him,
He
right?
just cut his thumb and like,
Yeah.
oh my
It was
God,
a great sacrifice, right?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a valid point.
Now, I have got a question for you. When we think of leadership today, we often more focus on power, authority, and results. But Krishna's leadership was about much more than that. So my question is, how can we feel Krishna's leadership lessons in the world where the results are his outcome? The results are outcome, but in the strong wisdom.
मुझे लगता है कि कृष्ण जी का नेतृत्व करने का तरीका सफलता के तरीके को देखने को आज के समय को चुनौती देता है.
Yeah.
जैसे कृष्ण जी ने सिर्फ लाइक छोटी चीजों पर ध्यान नहीं दिया, उन्होंने सबकी भलाई पर और बड़ी तस्वीर पर भी ध्यान दिया. कृष्ण जी के अनुसार हमें यह सिखाया गया है कि हमें कर्म करते रहना चाहिए, लेकिन फल की चिंता नहीं करनी चाहिए. राइट?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not about rushing to get things done.
Yeah.
It's about like focusing on long-term visions and make decisions that are more grounded and beneficial for
Exactly.
everyone.
It's about taking time to understand the bigger picture, leading with wisdom, and not just focusing on the quick wins.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
now I got a final question for you, for our guest and our audience. So how did you guys being enjoyed here today?
First of all, I had really fun. Mahabharat is just fascinating.
Yeah.
And I loved how we share our thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was also fascinating that how you connected the Mahabharata, the golden era, to the 21st century. It was eye-opening.
Yeah.
Thanks for a thought-provoking discussion.
Oh, my pleasure.
Of course, it was a breath-releasing experience. Looking back, I think I'm really grateful for the people who shaped that moment. It's like we are left with that essence of that golden era, which you enlightened today. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
तो दोस्तों, अगर आपको आज का ये महाभारत का एपिसोड यहीं तक ही था, अगर आपको ये इस पॉडकास्ट का ज्ञान अर्जुन के तीर के जैसा लगा
और अगर थोड़ा बीच पे पितामह वाला लगा हो तो भी चिल करो, हम
Feedback लेने के
लिए
लिए
रेडी
तैयार
हैं.
हैं.
तब तक के लिए धरती पे
पे
पढ़ाई करो, दिमाग का वॉर करते रहो और
और
अपनी लाइफ का महाभारत जीतते रहो. जय हिंद.